Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm just going to do a short collective reading here for this weekend. It is July 2nd right now, 2022. Even if you don't see this reading, I mean, these readings are meant to be outside of time, and so anytime that you're coming across this reading, there's something in it that's meant for you. If you're called by something in the title, or someone recommended it to you, or you just stumbled on it, Spirit really likes to do that, just bringing it up in your recommended videos. Just know that there's something in it for you, so it doesn't matter when. But for those of you that are watching it in real time, I'm just talking about the energy for this weekend. And, you know, we're going into 4th of July in the US on Monday. And there is this sense of independence and freedom. Feels like some sort of situation or some sort of energy that we are ready to declare our independence from and not be bound by or not allowed to lead our lives the way that it had. It feels like a karmic situation. I'm also going to do an extended with this reading too, and in the extended, they guided me to focus on the different elements. So air signs, earth signs, water signs, and fire signs. It's just going to be one extended, so if you resonate with a couple of those, you'll get all of those readings in the one extended, but I am going to just separate them out a little bit and kind of narrow down the focus to a certain aspect of you that's being expressed in, or this is kind of where it's coming from, whatever, if there's some sort of blockage or something like that, or there's more expression that needs to happen in that area. They also guided me to mention to suggest that you watch the element that you lack in your chart also. So if you have a lot of air in your chart, but not much water, make sure to tune into the advice and the messages that are coming out in the water reading too, because that may be the thing that helps you to balance. It may be that you have too much air and you're watching readings about this air that you resonate so much with, but the blockage may be coming in an area that you can't find the resonance with because it's uncomfortable for you or whatever it is. Okay? So if you know that you lack a certain element in your chart, and if you don't know anything about that and you're just drawn to one of the other ones, I recommend watching, well, sometimes I watch all of them because there's a little bit of something in each one of them. And I'll just take what resonates or what I feel kind of challenged by sometimes too. Take that with me, kind of sit with it, whatever it is, help, or just allow the resonance to help balance the challenging elements of what it is that I saw or heard or whatever, and allow them to alchemize and things like that. So if you're interested in that, the link for the extended is down in the box below. It also does help to support me to be able to continue to give you guys free content on here. And so consider that. It's down in the box below. Okay? So we're just going to talk about the current situation. What is the current situation that we have going on with this collective that's come to this reading? I notice how tense my shoulders are right now as I do that, and I just want you to relax your shoulders. It's like part of the situation that you have going on right now is that there's a lot of tension in your body. You've had a lot of stress going on lately. And so just taking the time, just a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes to really take a deep breath and relax those areas in your body. Or do some body work. Go get a massage or some acupuncture or exercise, or go for a walk or go for a swim or something like that. Make sure to treat your body. Soak in a bath. A salt bath is really great for clearing your field. And it helps to clear out energies that are stressing you out. So we can use the physical body to help to release energies that are stored up in here instead of trying to figure them out with our heads or talk through them or whatever it is. Okay? All right. I'm going to get a card for the current situation. What is it that's causing all this stress? Current situation is friends and colleagues. So it could be that some of you are having issues with your friends. It could be that some of you don't really have any friends. It could be some of you are having issues with your coworkers, that there is tension that's there, or there's this feeling that you don't fit in, or you don't know where you fit in. And it feels more, less like you're having trouble with your friends and trouble with your colleagues, and more about you don't really have any that you fit in with. Like, where is your crowd? Where are your people? You haven't quite connected in with your people. There's something about this light that's shining down on them here. And I just see it's like divine light shining down on them. So you may have a whole core group of friends, and you work with a large group of people and you get along with everybody. You have a bunch of coworkers. It's not, some of you are like, what? It's not that I don't have any friends. It's not that I don't have any coworkers. This is a different kind of friends. Like, when I say your people, you're looking for your soul tribe. You don't necessarily feel connected to the immediate people in your life or those that are around you, and it has served you for a long time, and they will be your friends for a while and your coworkers for a while, but there's still a little bit of something missing. There's just something missing. It feels like you have shifted, you have kind of downloaded some light and have expanded a little bit, and these other people haven't. And it's okay, because that's not part of their path, or they're expanding in a different kind of way. And there's a little bit of a disconnect there. And it feels like you're kind of in the middle of this transition period where you haven't quite met those people who are the same vibration as this new you. Take the time to just integrate who you are now and this kind of limbo time period in between, where some people are kind of falling away, or you just don't resonate as much as you did, and when you connect with new people that you do resonate with in a different way. Spend some time with yourself. Fit in with yourself and figure out, and just kind of get to know your own energy. What does that look like? Like, be your own friend, and I'm also hearing do something that you wouldn't normally do, because it's like you're planting the seeds towards those other people that are looking for you. So do something that you wouldn't normally do. And I'm seeing somebody hiking. And so if you've never tried hiking, or if you've never typically done it before, or something like that, or even if you do it all the time, being out in nature is a really great way for you to connect with yourself and fit in with your people, like your tree people. But you're planting seeds of light as you follow the path in the woods. Try a different trail, though, is what I'm hearing. Try out a different trail, someplace that you've never gone before. 2:02 on my clock. Okay, so I'm seeing the 2:02. So here's you. Here's another person or other people, and in the middle there's a little bit of something missing, or there's a 0 point that's here. But it does still kind of separate the two of you that are here. And so it's almost as if you guys come together in a 0 point. And it may not be that you guys do it at the same time, but let's say it's a new trail, just as an example. It's a new trail that you're blazing, I just heard. A new trail you've never taken before, you're planting your light in that area, and then maybe 2 days later this other person comes along and it's a new trail for them too, and their energy body interacts with the light that you left behind over there, and kind of activates them in a certain way, and connects them in with your energy. If you continue to do that, it may be that you run into this person at some point, but you're like, I just see trailblazing. I see your light calling these people to that location and connecting the dots. So it's like networking or going to an event that you never would have thought that you would have done before, going to a restaurant that you've never tried before, something unexpected. It feels like that's where this interaction can happen. Doing something unexpected, okay? The obstacle. There's an obstacle here to connecting with these other people. And it feels to me like you've been really, really focused on trying to create something. Trying to, let's say you're working on your career and you're trying to advance, or you've really been taking the time to, you've always been in relationships in your life and you're taking this time for yourself and really focusing on your career in order to try to get that together and really set goals for yourself and achieve those goals and reach those goals. It has kind of separated you from the other people in your life, the other friends and colleagues in your life who are not necessarily on that same trajectory anymore. But make sure to take the time to focus in the other areas of your life too. It's like whatever it is that you're focusing on right now has taken up too much of your energy. And it's not leaving space for those other people to come in. It's interesting. Some of you I'm seeing, it's maybe a specific message for someone. So take whatever resonates for you. I'm seeing somebody at a wedding or going to a wedding or being invited to a wedding. Now seeing wedding crashers. I'm not suggesting that you go and you crash a wedding, but something that you would never do before. Imagine the people that you would meet, like not having expected to go to. Or it could be that some of you get invited to a wedding that there's nobody there that you know. There's nobody there that you know. None of my people are there. Why would I go? Taking a chance and going anyway. Or some of you don't want to go to a wedding that you have been invited to, or a graduation or whatever kind of event. But I'm seeing specifically a wedding that you don't want to go to because you don't have a +1. It's like, I don't want to go to a wedding by myself. It is in places like that when you open yourself up to whatever there is. That's where you start to meet your people. So that's a specific example for some people. It feels to me like there is a group of people that are waiting for you, that you put yourself out there and you meet one person, but that one person comes with a whole group of other friends and people who you're meant to resonate with. So if you receive an invite to something that you would normally feel uncomfortable going to because you don't really know everybody there, and take the chance, and maybe it's a party for the holiday this weekend, or you're not putting yourself out there to go to certain events. Something in connecting with a group of people or being around a group of people that you don't know is really uncomfortable for you. Right? All right. So there's something about this holiday weekend. So even if you're not in the US, absorbing the energy of those of us that are, who are going to celebrations. This is another message for some of you who are not in the US. Celebrating independence. Celebrating your independence. So for those of you who have a group of friends that you don't necessarily resonate with, or coworkers, or a job that you don't resonate with anymore, and you're kind of in this limbo time period where you feel on your own a little bit more, you're resisting celebrating that independence. Because it's showing you how strong you are, and it's showing you how confident you are, but it's also showing you the areas where you push people away. New people away, or keep new people at arm's length or something like that. When you start by really honoring your path and where it's brought you and honoring the now, even if it means that you're disconnected from a community of people, celebrating the independence that you're establishing within yourself, is another event that they want you to go to. So, even if you do live in the U.S. or whatever, and but for those of you that don't normally celebrate Independence Day or something, you just see that little orb that went by. Celebrate your independence on Monday with us. Use the energy. I mean, the all over the U.S. there's this collective vibration of declaring and celebrating our independence. Create a ritual around declaring your independence from something or someone or anything that doesn't serve you, and celebrate with us. Tune into the collective vibration of that. Use that for yourself, because it's going to help you to sever any cords that are stopping you from connecting with your new soul tribe. Okay? It may be that there's an old tribe that you're really missing, but the connections just aren't there anymore. You're just not resonating anymore. But you're having a hard time letting go. Okay? So if you are interested in the extended reading for all of the elemental signs, click on the link in the box below. If you want to do a private reading with me, my information is also down in the box below. If you want to try to kind of look into where it is that you need to, where is your path leading you to connect with more of this soul tribe? And it may be that some of you are meant to connect with my soul tribe, that it's led you here for that reason. And I have some kind of class or event coming up that you wouldn't normally have taken, but maybe you're new here and you're meant to connect in with my tribe as well. If that's the case, I also have a Facebook group for those that follow my channel, and light workers and healers and guides and just anybody that resonates with a collective of really open, supportive people. It's over. The link for that is down in the box below. It's a Hawk's Nest over on Facebook. Maybe you're led to that too. But if you're guided to the extended, I'm going to do that now for all the elemental signs. And if not, God love you. Happy Independence Day. Have a good weekend. Talk to you soon.